Could be gentle, bad. Hi everybody. I'm waiting for everyone to come on. Once I get a few more people, I'm going to go live. Me and Apollo, we're talking today about how you can break free from comfort and fear. Because the biggest enemy you face in your business success will be up here. And I've seen it so many times. I've lived it. It's something you never really get past, or you never really fully beat. But it's a battle that you need to be aware exists, because if anything's going to take you out of the game and rob you of your success, it's your mind. It's being stuck in fear and being stuck in comfort. Give me 5. This one. Boy. Polo's doing a good job, so he gets a little bit more Vegemite sandwich, as long as he will be gentle. Hey. So you got a few people on, yep. Okay, all right, let's get into it. Okay, this will only take about 10 minutes today, but again, this is about how I beat comfort and fear. I mean, if anything's going to keep you down in life, keep you from reaching those goals, having that freedom you want, that purpose you want, it's yourself. It's being stuck in your own head. And I've lived this. I was in the mines 16 years ago. I was in a place that was had such limiting beliefs around me. People who were stuck in fear, stuck in their jobs, who were trying to anyone who put themselves in the position where they wanted to better themselves, or you showed any promise of ambition, then the mob mentality comes in and you get quickly squashed. And I lived that. I faced all those issues. I copped a pretty hard time, and I just said to myself, you know what, this is not for me. I'm out of here. And it was the best decision that I ever made. And we decided to get into a coffee business. This was back in 2004, and coffee was just starting to really take off. There was huge opportunity, and so we chose coffee. By the way, if you have any questions, put them down there in the chat, and I'll get to them. But long story short, I made a decision, and not only that, I got some paid help. If there's one thing that's really helped me along in my business journey, is I've never been afraid to invest, okay, in mentors and people who can help me get to a point that I need to be at quicker. One of my original mentors who helped me set up a franchise chain, this is a guy this was back in 2008, and I paid $35,000. So, I've never been afraid to put my money where my mouth is, and to actually recognize that the truest way to get ahead fast is to invest. And so that's what I did. We invested originally in a coffee van. We spent about $85,000, which was a lot of money back then. And, then we hit the road. That's when the real battles in the mines start, and I remember week 3, I'm driving around the streets, and I'm trying to drum up business, and I'm getting a customer here, customer there, but nowhere near the kind of targets that I needed. We had about, I was making about $50 to $100 a day, but I just knew if I keep at it, and the tide will turn. And I remember the first day I brought home $300. I jumped from like under 100 to 300 in one day, and I knew from then on that if I can do 300, I can do 1,000. I can do 1,000. I can do 2,000, and so on it went. So my why, the reason that I started this business is to really help people get into business like I did. to find freedom through business. And that's why I'm on a mission to help 12,000 new business startups in the next 10 years. So, especially in hospitality, the stakes are high. You can either go down the right path and get a predictable, fairly consistently predictable result, or there's so many people taking the long way, really, ending up on the rocks, whether that's through franchising or just making poor startup decisions. So today, what I want to do for you guys is give you three keys to actually breaking out of that area around fear, of limiting belief, of being stuck in your comfort zone, of not knowing what to do next. I want to see you guys break free of that and just get out and start making some choices, some decisions. Hey, even if there's some wrong decisions, there's no wrong decisions, they're decisions, and you live by them, you change as you go, and you can actually, it's momentum. It's moving. It's getting out of that situation right now that you're in, and you're not happy with, and making those choices and getting into a better place. So, Paulo's going all right, so you can have a bit more. There you go. Doing well, eh? He's paying his way, this boy, which is good because he's not cheap. He bloody destroyed a pair of my sunnies the other day. Chewed them up. And my slippers. You tell the people what you did. You're very sorry, aren't you? Okay, guys. So, all right. The first thing you need to realize to get out of this dead zone, I call it, all right, of fear and comfort, is to have a vision. You might have heard the old scripture, without a vision, the people perish. Tony Robbins calls it his why, your why. Okay, when I left the mines and I went into business, what was in front of me just had so much more appeal. It was so much greater. It held so much more promise than what I came out of. And I was just determined at all costs not to go back. Okay, I did not want to go backwards. I did not want to go back to employment. Didn't want to go back to the mines. My vision, pushed me. It propelled me forward. It gave me confidence. It was like being born again. And I just thought, wow, business is awesome. I've never felt so free. I've never felt like, like such a boss. And so vision, if you don't have a vision or you're not sure, just work on it. Journal, write notes, ask yourself some questions. Ask yourself, if I could choose one outcome from my life's work, what would it be? Would it be to retire my spouse? Would it be to create my own economy? Would it be to build a business that I can leave as a legacy for my children, that my children can work in? Whether that's their high school age or that sort of thing. That's really a common reason, that some people get into coffee and cafes, is to create, just that environment where they can teach their kids, the craft of making coffee and work together with them. That's kind of a special vision for some people. Okay, so that's your first key to getting unstuck, all right, from fear and comfort, and that is you've got to have a vision. You've got to know why. If you don't have a vision, work on it, okay? The second key, the second real thing that you need of substance to actually get unstuck, to get out of this dead zone, is belief. You just got to know that you know that you can make it work, okay? Even if you make a few wrong choices along the way, in your heart, hey, I'll be okay. you got to know that what you came out of, okay, it can't get any worse than that. So you've got to have a real reason to actually to do this, I believe. I had a reason. I didn't like my job. I didn't like the mines. I hated, being trapped in a institution, a bit like a jail. All right. So my belief was, it's all up. It's all good. So belief's important. How's he going? Doing a good job? All right. Belief. Belief will separate you from everyone else. Okay. Your customers will will pick up on whether or not you truly believe in your business, in your product, in your customers, and they will know. It's almost like for new startups, there's a time of testing, all right, where you're being tested, and business success comes at a price, and you don't have, it's not just going to fall in your lap. You will, every fiber of your being will be tested. Okay. G'day, Bo. Um, and so that's why belief, just instilling good belief systems in clients is what, I'm really about. Because I've seen people, be handed the greatest opportunities available, and when it comes to the crunch, they get cold feet. It's because they don't have the belief, they don't have the vision, all right? They haven't done the work, they haven't prepared their mindset. And so that's why a big part of our program with new clients is making sure, that they're doing daily formulas, that they're plugged into an environment where they're getting mindset coaching, that they're getting encouraged, because, with I can give you all the tactics, I can give you the opportunity, I can negotiate the best deals possible, but none of it will stick if you're not mentally prepared for the road ahead. Okay. And so this second aspect to getting unstuck, to getting out of fear and comfort, will be your belief systems. Tony Robbins says, there's two things that determine how far a person will go in business, and one's their environment, and the other is their belief systems, and what they believe about themselves. And the quality, this is a good one, the quality of your belief systems will determine your reality. Okay, so it's just as simple as that. I just want to make it really easy and simple today. It's simple as believe good, get good. Okay. Okay, the third key, we're over halfway through already, and I've got 3 little Vegemite squares left. If any of you don't know what Vegemite is, because it's a big international audience we've got here, it's this is a sandwich with Vegemite on it, and it's basically the staple diet for Aussie kids is Vegemite sandwiches. And Apollo loves them, as you can tell. Oh, one left now. Okay. Third key to getting unstuck is opportunity. Okay, so you've got your vision, you've got your belief systems, and the third thing that you really need is just an overwhelmingly good opportunity. For example, when I started in coffee, we were the first mobile coffee van north of Brisbane. Okay, to give people an idea, we lived in Mackay. That's 1,000 kilometres north, okay, of Brisbane. So we had, I don't know, Australia's a pretty big place. We had, I don't know, 5,000 kilometre radius around us. Well, not that far, but it was thousands of kilometres, square kilometres of territory in which we were the only mobile coffee provider. That was an incredible opportunity. I still had to break new ground. I still had to educate people, and I took a risk, but it paid off. Again, 4 years later, when I sourced, located, and won an opportunity at a local regional hospital to put a cart in the front entrance, I was the only provider. My rent was affordable. I was paying $100 a week. Again, an amazing opportunity. Today, I see so many cafes and coffee shops that have just closed due to the coronavirus. Some are reopening, many haven't. There is an opportunity. There's an extraordinary opportunity to pick up some of these businesses. So opportunities really has to be overwhelmingly good. Odds have to be stacked in your favor. Things like rent. We're nearly done. Things like rent, location, your buy-in cost. We've got a client, David. He came through the program, Kickstart Workshop. We mentored him. He worked with us closely. He was originally about to buy into a franchise. It would have been a bad move. Chopper, sorry. Would have been a bad move. He would have lost his dough. He was willing to invest about $300,000-$400,000. Instead, we got him a business, helped him negotiate the deal. He got the price down $300,000, okay, to $150,000. An amazing opportunity, and the rent was affordable. So really, I used to say this all the time, leading up to COVID, and that is, it is a really competitive market. If you're going to do well in this game, you need an amazing opportunity. Otherwise, don't worry about it. Honestly, find something else. But there he goes. But saying that, since the corona outbreak, the opportunities have opened up. It is a buyer's market. You can pick up a business for the cost of signing a lease. Hope mum didn't want that container anyway. So opportunity, right? That's your third key. So really, I hope that's been helpful today, guys. All new clients that we ever work with have had their doubts. They don't come out and just say it. They won't say, look, I don't have tattoos, I don't have a beard. Am I really gonna, a customer's going to like me? Are they gonna, plug in and buy off my business? And these are, natural concerns. But these three keys that I'm giving you today will combat those fears, okay? They will help move you from that dead zone, all right, around comfort and fear, and get you moving in the right direction. So that's really what it comes down to. Have I missed anything, Apollo? Don't wreck that container. Yeah. He's eating in the container. Flaming heck. Thanks, Bo. Good stuff. Yeah, well, look, I'm just trying to help some people here because I know that this stuff, it's really what people battle most. And it's worked for me. I mean, I have no regrets. I can tell you now that I made some tough decisions to get unstuck, to get out of fear and comfort, to get moving into business, to get that momentum, but it's paid off. And I'll tell you why it's paid off, because the mining industry right now is on its knees. It's really tough. The mine that I worked at, that I left, voluntarily, well, it's closed. It's closed down. So there's people who were employed there that don't have jobs. Me, I've been in business working for myself for 16 years. It's taken me all over Australia to America, and it's been amazing. It's been an awesome experience. I wake up in the morning, I'm in charge of my own day. If I don't want to work today, I don't. but then I'll work all weekend. So, you don't get that kind of freedom without making tough decisions early on. And that's what I'm glad I did. But those 3 keys I've given you today are going to help you guys. Awesome. Let me know if you have any questions. Put them in the chat. I'll get to it later. I'm going to repost this for everyone to see. And if you turned up live, so thanks for that too. Bye for now, guys.